About a month ago, I finished high school, and this summer I've actually been a lot less busy with other things that I have in the past, like sports and hanging out with a lot of different people. And this summer I've been a lot more introverted and spending a lot more time by myself and doing things that I actually enjoy doing, like playing gigs and being out working at a job that I absolutely love and doing videos like this and writing songs. And obviously I still spend time with my friends, but there's been a lot of times where I've just been out in nature like this for 6-7 hours a day, and it's been the most peaceful times in my life that I can remember, and some of the happiest as well. And now I hope that in wherever you are in life, whatever your stage you're at, that you are finding some sort of peace. Your life should not be a constant grind. It should not be about making as much money as you can or just chasing the success, because success in itself will not bring you happiness. Yes, of course, you need to have a certain amount of money to be able to live comfortably in life. And I'm not saying it's bad to chase money. I'm just saying that chasing these external things are not going to bring you happiness in life. There are very few things that actually make you happy. Chasing the superficial things and just working towards money or a certain car is, yes, it's kind of fulfilling, but when you're not doing something that you're truly passionate about, and you're not doing something that's helping people, and you're not taking time to find peace for yourself, then that journey is going to be extremely lonely, and it's going to burn you out at some point because it's not sustainable. Now, I think everyone, at least everyone who wants to be creative or articulate themselves in a way that they're sharing their knowledge with other people, should spend at least 30 minutes a day just reflecting. It doesn't have to be strictly meditation. It can just be walking in nature or just sitting somewhere by yourself, just thinking, just reflecting on what has happened in your day. Because those are the times where your mind actually begins to process stuff. When you're always on the go, when you're super busy, you're running from one activity to the next, and you're doing all these different things, you're meeting this person and this person, your mind never stops, and it never begins to process and actually have time to take in what you're experiencing. And I'm not saying just spend all day by yourself and not do anything ever. Obviously there's a balance, but you need to find peace in your life if you want to actually be happy at some point. And yes, maybe right now you're just working on your purpose relentlessly and you're trying to make a bunch of money and you're trying to do all this stuff, but when are you going to find time to actually be happy and find peace? Now, I think the ideal life is when you have a job or you make money doing something you absolutely love, and it's what consumes most of your time, but you also have time to do things like just be out in nature or play music or whatever it does. You should not and you cannot have one thing that brings fulfillment into your life. You need to have multiple things. Now, what I mean by like that is, I'm sure we've all had friends, or maybe it was you, it hasn't been me yet, but we've all had people that we've seen, once they get into a relationship, they put all their time into that relationship, and that's all they focus on, and all their fulfillment comes from that. And it makes them feel pretty good for a month, 2, maybe 3, but then either the relationship ends or it deteriorates, and they become miserable for a long time. And it's because their whole focus and their whole source of happiness was dependent on one thing, and once it ended, or they got tired of it, or they got bored of it, it went away. So you need multiple aspects of your life that bring you fulfillment. Like, everyone should be exercising, everyone should be meditating and working on their mental health, and everyone should have a main purpose. And you can have other things that you like to do as well. For me, I love to make videos like this. I also love to play the drums and make music and write songs, and I love to play sports too. And I love to be out in nature and hike and just contemplate life and reflect. And that is reflected in the art that I create as well. I've been a lot more reflective lately on the experiences I've had in life, and be able to articulate them in a way that I think is going to help people once they find these videos. And maybe it's not helping everyone who sees them, but if there's one purpose, or if there's one person that is took something beneficial from this video, then I think it's done its job, because whether you spread your message to one person or 1,000 or 1,000,000 people, it's still impacting someone's life, and it's still bringing me fulfillment. Finding something in your life where you can actually be happy doing it and actually help people, I think, is the best thing you can do in life. And finding peace first within yourself is going to allow you to do that. Now, I'm trying not to get too spiritual with this video, because I know a lot of people aren't, and I've struggled with spirituality and kind of finding this zone. Like, I've always been a very logical person, so it's kind of hard for me to get into this sense of like this religious / spiritual headspace. But you will find peace just sitting by yourself and sitting in nature. I don't know if you can see that view out there, but there's a beautiful valley. There's a rock line over there, and if you just sit here for 10 minutes and tell me that you're not peaceful, then you're not human. Because there's certain things like a sunset or looking at the ocean, once you have cleared your mind, you can't help but feel a sense of peace inside yourself, and that peace stays with you. Yes, it's not for your whole day, because there's stuff that's chaotic, but your emotional well-being and your mental health shifts to this zone where all you feel is a sense of fulfillment, and you feel complete, and it's from yourself, and it's from being out in here doing other things and just putting yourself on a path where you can actually be happy. Now, I'm not saying that everyone needs to be out in nature for 30 minutes, or needs to do certain things to make them feel a sense of peace. I just hope that you, as a young person trying to find your way in life, recognizes the fact that success is not everything, and it's a balance between achieving your success and working towards your goals and spending time just reflecting and in peace. And there's a very fine line of which one is too much, and you'll notice that you're not going to figure it out right away, but you need to be able to spend time just by yourself and just reflecting on what is happening in your life. And if you think about all these great people in history who have, the great artists and the great leaders, they spend time just by themselves, just thinking, just reflecting on what has happened in their life. And if you're not doing that, you're not going to be able to operate at half the capacity that you would if you actually spent time just seeking peace. And you're going to be able to build a lot more success and reach a lot more people if you just find peace in your life.